Hey folks, it's Jeremy Osterberger. We're here at the Gulf Coast Industry Forum, hosted by the Economic Alliance Houston Port Region. I'm so excited to be here with Alicia Matus, Site Manager, Corpus Christi Olefins Complex for LyondellBasell.
Yes.
Alicia, thank you for being here.
Sure, thank you.
And you were just on the stage. I think things went pretty well.
Yes.
Overall, what are your impressions of today and how did it go on stage?
It went well. We got some very interesting questions from the audience. I enjoyed getting to meet, my colleagues that I've never met before, and learning that we all kind of share similar experiences and are facing similar challenges. This morning we started with a student breakfast over at the San Jacinto College at the LyondellBasell Center for Petrochemical Technology, and that was great to get to interact with students and answer questions about what it's like to be in this industry and how they can kind of get their foot in the door, their start in industry.
What an impressive facility too. They got a glycol plant on site.
It's very nice, yes.
Really cool.
Today was my first day to be there, actually, since I'm in Corpus Christi majority of my time, so I enjoyed getting to see the facility.
Well, let's get into your personal a little bit,
Sure.
Alicia. I mean, tell me about your path to site manager.
Sure. Well, I have a chemical engineering degree, although I don't really do a lot of that anymore. But I started out as a process engineer, actually here in the Houston area at Shell Chemical in Deer Park, Texas. And I was very fortunate because that site has a large refinery as well as a large petrochemical complex. So there was a time in my career where that became one operation. And so I got to learn both refining and the petrochemical industry there and kind of growing levels of responsibility. So I was a maintenance manager there, operations manager there. So those are kind of roles that prepare you to be a site manager. And I was there about 14 years and then went over to LyondellBasell at the Houston refinery there. And as an operations manager, which again kind of got me ready for a smaller plant manager role, I went to Victoria to our polymer plant there, and I was there a couple of years and then moved on to a bigger plant in Corpus Christi, and I've been there for 8 years.
Well, thank you for that background. So, Alicia, let me ask you this. There's certainly a bit of a downturn in the petrochemical industry, but what investments are being made at your Corpus Christi Olefins complex?
Sure. Right now, our capital investment is largely focused on safety and reliability, what it takes to keep our plants safe, meet all of our corporate standards around safety. That changes and gets better all the time, so you're always having to make upgrades there. So one of the pillars of our strategy is growing and upgrading the core. So that's a lot of where in the U.S. our investment is going right now is to that effort. We also have this value enhancement program where we get ideas from people that are closest to the work and try to implement things that improve our profitability but don't necessarily require a lot of capital or a lot of expense investment.
And Alicia, one other question for you is talk about your efficiency improvement program. You mentioned that on stage. I mean, what are you doing to improve efficiency at the site?
Well, we do a lot of things around digital tools and programs. Some AI and advanced control obviously makes us more efficient. One particular thing that we've done at our Corpus facility that didn't cost us a dime was we looked at, how can we improve our profitability by reducing our feedstock cost. And so one thing that we've done, our cracker has historically been a liquid cracker, and I'm proud to say that right now we're running 0 liquids, and we're running all ethane through our cracker, and really that was just through engineering and smart people that came up with ways that we could operate our plant that way. Liquids are more expensive, and ethane is cheaper for us, especially we have a local supplier that's literally on our plant and across the street from our plant. And so that's been a big advantage of us, and it didn't cost us anything to implement.
When was that transition?
We started trialing that in 2024, and we're on our 4th run of that now in 2025. And each time we do it, we learn more things and we get better and better. And we've figured out how to keep like the aromatics section of our plant running while we do all of this. And so it's been very fun to watch.
Let's flip over to renewable feedstocks too. I mean, how has using renewable feedstocks changed operations in Corpus Christi, and what opportunities has that opened up for you guys?
We have had several runs where we've processed biodiesel is what it's called, but it's actually more of like recycled fast food fry
Sure.
oil
Yeah.
type of material. We get that from Nestle, and we've processed that a few times, and to be honest, we really haven't even noticed. It hasn't
Oh, wow.
impacted anything about our operation. It hasn't changed anything about the way we operate other than we just know it's in there. So that's been pretty beneficial for us as well.
Thank you for that, Alicia.
Sure.
So one last question before we let you go.
Okay.
You mentioned about this error trap approach to safety and operations. Give us some
Yes.
more insight into that.
Sure. Well, we've always had a goal zero culture, long time in LyondellBasell, which has really driven our occupational safety performance to the levels it is now, which is very impressive and successful. And so we've been thinking about, well, one, how do we transfer that to process safety and get our performance better there? But really just kind of what was the next evolution of that? And it was really focusing on human and organizational performance.
Yes.
And it's all around the concept that error is human. It's inherent. It's going to happen. So what do you do to to overcome that? And it's about looking at what system issues do you have that are error traps for people. It could be things like the procedure isn't right, and the person is trying to follow a procedure and it's not right. So that's considered like an error trap. Or, I collected a sample in the wrong sample cylinder. Well, why did that happen, right? Errors are going to happen. We're all human. But it wasn't labeled properly, or it wasn't labeled at all. So what are some simple things that we can do to reduce error traps in our systems that don't necessarily point back at the individual? And we've had a lot of great learnings, and it's gone a long way to improve our performance.
And that program or that verbiage, is that specific to Corpus, or is that used at other
No,
sites?
that's an LYW global program. We call it H&OP, which is Human and Organizational Performance. A lot of our companies in our industry are using that approach now.
Well, Alicia, I want to, one other personal question. You got family
Sure.
back in
I
Mississippi.
do.
You ever
I
make
do.
it that way to go see them? Yeah.
I try to go home at least once a year. I like to go catch some Mississippi State football when I can, get old SEC football.
I'm an LSU fan, and I've been there twice.
Yeah.
Luckily, we've been victorious the 2 times I went, so I'm
Well, that's
excited
not,
about that.
I don't know that you're alone in that.
Hey,
That's
we
kind
both
of a low bar.
We both can't stand Ole Miss. So,
There you go. Very good point. We have that in common for sure.
Right. Well, Alicia, we thank you for your time.
Sure.
Appreciate you being here on the panel and also joining Vic Magazine on camera.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great to see you.
Thanks.